Howdy everybody, this is Saturday night. Finished up all this stuff about 3 a.m. this morning, so it was a long night, and you'll have to excuse my mess because I have a little bit of just parts laying everywhere on the floor right now. I haven't cleaned them up yet, but this is where she stands right now. As you can see, this is off the transmission jack. I have the transmission jack sitting there still. Picked up some eye bolts before I left work. I just stuck them in the top of the transmission case here and lifted them with the strap so I could work on it. Picked up 3 5/16 bolts, which didn't have to compress the TA clutch disc so I could remove it. So I got that out. I mean, I literally just pulled everything out of the TA case. I'm going to try and throw up a couple pictures over top of this video of what I saw and what I cleaned up on the inside here. But especially in here where the clutch disc sits, that was it was such a mess because there was so much grease in there, and it was black, it was thin, and it was extremely hard to get out of there. A lot of solvent and a couple cans of brake clean to get that all washed out of there, and I have still a lot of it on my arms and my hands. Look like a Dalmatian, I have so much on me, but that grease is pretty nasty. I spent a lot of time last night and this morning just cleaning this case. It didn't take long at all to get it taken apart. I spent more time cleaning than anything else. There actually is still some red paint over here. I'm surprised. Red paint on this side and over here on the other side. Not so much, just a little rusty, but it still looks better than it did. And then I think you should be able to remember how bad my bell housing looked up on the inside here. Now I should probably turn around here to where the light is. Beautiful on the inside. It's actually red on the inside and not black like it was before. The only thing I really did have a problem with was this front piece right here. The whole basically front unit pulled out for all my clutch and drive shafts for the PTO and the TA. But according to the book, it just says remove the 3 cap screws and then just pull unit out the front. Well, for an hour and a half, I tried to pull the unit out the front. Pulling, pushing, hammering. I ended up putting a crowbar behind it and kept working the crowbars, and it finally did let loose, but I could get it to slide forward about a 1/4 inch, and then it would just spring right back in, and I still cannot figure out what was holding it in there. All I know is that I eventually got it out, and then it just came apart easy after that. Well, there's that. And then over here, I have all the pieces. I pulled all the grease out of the bell housing by hand, put it in the basket upstairs in the solvent bin, and washed everything up so I could see all the pieces in there. I didn't pick up all these springs just because there's so many of them, but these are all the springs I found in there. I haven't the slightest idea what this used to be. All I know, it looks like it's pretty mangled up right now. Then this looks like it's a piece of a gear. Where it goes, I haven't the slightest idea. But you can see the tooth on it right there, maybe. You can see the tooth on it, but whatever it's sitting on is really thin, like a thin shell or something like that. I thought maybe it went to one of these drive shafts right there, or maybe this one right here. But when I looked at it, man, it's so thin, I have no idea what it goes to. All I know is it was laying in the bell housing. I don't know where it's off the starter or what. But I thought, well, while I got this apart, I might as well pull the clutch. And when I pulled the clutch, one of the things I found was this lovely little sticker you probably can't read that says, maybe, come on, nope. Anyway, the sticker says remanufactured. So somebody at one point did have this clutch apart, put a whole new clutch in it. I don't know where it's just the pressure plate or the clutch disc. What they did, I don't know. All I know is I'm in the market right now for a new clutch, and I'm not liking the prices I'm seeing. I found a complete clutch kit for $340. So I'm looking at spending a little bit of money on a clutch just for the engine clutch, and I got to dump some money in there for the TA clutch. All my bearings are on order right now, even my throwout bearings. I'll probably get a new carrier for the one. I don't think I can get a new carrier for the other one, but all new ball bearings are all going to get done. And then I think I forgot to order this one, that big ball bearing right there. I'll have to check. but I thought about if I can get that off of there, I'll just replace that one while I have it all apart, and I can just, when I actually do get a TA rebuild, I'll just put a new bearing on there if it doesn't come with one. But a shout out to Barnyard Engineering. Gave me a little helpful hint about the TA. When it was in the tractor, it did only spin one direction and not the other. So my TA unit's good. The clutch didn't look half bad, but while I got it apart, I want to put a new clutch in it. That way I know I do have a good TA in here. And one of the last things I found over here at the flywheel, hopefully it'll show. I don't know whether it will or not. Let's see if I can get maybe some right light here. You really can't tell. It's kind of a bummer. I have a couple good pictures I can throw up here on here, hopefully. But I have a lot of cracks in my flywheel. You can kind of see them here, but not much. Yeah, I do have a lot of cracks in my flywheel. So I'm hoping that if I take it down to work, have one of the guys try and grind the face just a little bit, that those will clean out. But I don't know whether they're surface cracks or whether they're deeper cracks than that. I don't know. All I know is the flywheel did get hot at one time, so they're either surface cracks from it being hot, or I have more problems, and I hope I don't have more problems because I already got enough money in this thing. And all I want to do is just get it running at this point, and that isn't working out too well. But yeah, that's where she stands right now. Just waiting on some bearings, and I'm literally just going to throw this thing all back together, and hopefully then everything will fall into place. I can be able to get this thing back together and running. Before I do put it back together, I'm going to get a new fuel line, because that one was made. It's a little bit too thick. I can't get it around the corner and everything else like that, so I'm probably going to get a few new pieces of line to make for a new fuel line. But other than that, I think that's about all I found in here. I even pulled out the bottom PTO shaft there and let the gear drop out of there. That's all going to get new bearings. Needle bearing up inside is going to get replaced. But yep, this is everything I pulled out right now. I haven't started to clean anything yet. I just have a big pile of parts here. But that's all I got for now. So hopefully by the end of the next week, the bearings will be in Wednesday. Whether I can get up and pick them up in time before closing, I don't know. But next time, I'll probably be working on this is midweek next week. So look for another video about the end of next week or so. So thanks for watching.